I'm going to put you into combat
you.
cam, and we'll talk about what happened last time.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to look at it. Well, I forgot, to be honest. I was like,
Oh,
okay.
you missed a good one, mate.
Well, the bad
Let me
guy
guess.
who's been
No
killing
one
people
died.
can
It was
turn
perfectly
invisible.
Okay.
The
Oh,
bad guy
really?
who can kill people can turn invisible. It's the Chancellor. He's
We
an
did
asshole.
found out who did it.
And it was Chancellor Remont, and he's a sorcerer.
Yeah.
Didn't
And
reveal
he
that at the
summoned
dinner
this
party,
army
did he?
out of nowhere.
And he's also, I'm guessing, meant to be whatever the name of the guy was that we were meant to be meeting. It's the same dude.
The Doward, I guess.
The
so.
Doward.
Well, that hasn't really been revealed, but Sir Dawid hasn't turned up.
Yeah, it's like as far as we know, there is still no Sir Doward.
What
So I
has
guess-
turned up is a bunch of armoured people.
Yeah.
Okay, are we still on the island?
You are still on the island.
We didn't build that boat then.
Yeah, you did build a
Yeah,
raft
we built it, but
here.
a couple people died in the meantime when we got a bit busy.
Well,
But
we should have to build it so big.
unfortunately, you were kind of about to get on the raft, and then
And then-
Chancellor Remont and his buddies turned up.
And we're still considering getting on the raft.
Is Chancellor Remont the one that can
Just
turn
running.
invisible?
Yep, he's here. He's currently visible. And the way we left it, Ezra basically said, "What's the deal? Why are you doing all of this?" And Chancellor Remont was about to speak, and then the video cut out. So,
No, he did speak. He
Did he?
said, I'm sorry, you weren't meant to be here.
Oh yeah. And we're like, that's
yes.
great and all, but why are you killing people?
So maybe the video cut out before we heard that bit. But yeah, he
You weren't
pretty
meant
much
to
said
be.
that. He said, yeah, you weren't invited to the party. But unfortunately for you guys, I can't let you leave the island.
So I
Oh,
know
I
you tried
so
to
want
kill
to
him.
try and befriend him.
And
Oh,
that's it.
Do it
So,
now.
What's with goblin poetry, though?
Who knows?
mm,
I have to ask him. He's bound to be. If he's a proper arch enemy, he'll actually have to explain it all before he kills us.
That's true.
so that was Ezra. That was kind of your action, but you can do something else if you want.
I'm not going to at the moment.
You're not going to at the moment. Okay, fair.
No.
So, who would like to turn next? We've got Mercy, you've already had your turn. Ezra, that was your turn. Would anybody else like to do anything?
I'd like a turn. I'd like to try and befriend him.
Okie doke. So, you will need
This
to
will be
make
fun.
a knowledge check minus
So where's our thing?
Chancellor Remont's knowledge, which is.
I thought I had the instructions on how to do it, but I've got my character sheet, but I haven't got the instructions.
So, you'll have to do a knowledge check minus 5, Tom.
Knowledge check -5. Okay, and I have to get beneath that, don't I?
You do. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so I needed to get 5 and I got 17.
Okay, so unfortunately that doesn't work. You do still have another action if you'd like to take it. That was your magic.
Has he essentially said we have to die?
Yes.
Can I try and seduce him?
It's a real charmer.
You can try.
Because I think his eye patch is cool.
Okay, I will. I think I'm going to just dragon scale up. I think heavy armor for 3 turns.
But you've just had your magic turn.
Oh,
so-
I have. Good point. Darn. But no one's fired a shot yet, have they?
Well, Mercer's tried to hit somebody with an axe.
Oh, okay. So we have actually broken the whole "how you doing" kind of thing, yeah.
Well, no, we
I
kind
just
of
went
went.
for it, and then people started talking.
Yeah.
Thanks to me. It was like, guys, wait a second.
I was just like, I will kill this man, and I missed.
That's difficult, isn't it? Why did you do this? Explain to us why you chose to do this to these people, and what's with the goblin writing? It's obviously personal.
So Chancellor Remont says, these people did not receive justice. I am their justice.
There you go. It is personal.
And what, did you know these
And the
people?
goblin writing is something that I hope that people will find to mystify them.
And did you know the victims, the original victims, or is this just a quest for justice?
This is my quest for justice.
Oh, well, how many left of the other people then?
Well, you've got Amariel Caecas is still around, Reeve Gilliam, Trodrick Brubane, and Monk Hammond. That's all that's left.
So the only ones that he's after are Kick-Ass and the last one you said as well. Is that right?
The two dwarves.
Reeve
No, he's got the elf, hasn't he? He's got the
Kick-Ass is an elf.
Yeah.
Reeve Gilliam and Monk Hammond are human, and Trodrick's a dwarf.
But he's not after Trodrick. Trodrick wasn't he and Reeve? They were just bodyguards essentially, weren't they?
They were lured here to be bodyguards, but they actually killed people.
They did actually kill people.
Murder, yeah.
Well, we say that his justice is great and go for it. So let's go. Well, you can't get in the way of justice, and then just like leave him to lynch them all.
Be fair,
Well, I have a suspicion that maybe he's just a bit.
we don't know what's happened.
Yeah.
Is it our business?
He lost an eye because he had somebody sentenced to be killed, and then that person's immediate, I don't know, group or whatever, were like, why did you do that? And then took his eye for it. So
Well, an eye for an eye.
we don't know why he's chosen this plan. Like,
So-
what if just
Wait, so this plan was already objected to by his peers.
no, I just mean like he seems to like to just kill people.
Is he still a chancellor? Is he? He is.
Yeah.
We've revealed that he is. I mean, he's what he says he is. He's just a bit nuts.
Yeah, I
Is-
think so. That's
is-
at least that's what I think.
Position.
And he hasn't been able to get away with it in his town.
So somebody asked,
Let's go.
are you actually a chancellor? Or is this a persona?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Me
So
and,
so
me and
that's,
Charles kept asking about his eye.
what's so why you've been turned down by your peers, disagreed. So I assume you've brought these people here to deal your own justice. How will that go? And I assume we can't go leave the island because otherwise this will get back and you will no longer be chancellor. Is this correct?
You'll spoil my plan, but I have no intention of leaving this island either.
Excellent. Just-
Mm.
It's suicide now.
Well, can't we just leave then?
No.
If he's not going anywhere, let's just get everybody on the raft and go. What's he gonna do? Follow us?
If you just tell us your plan, and then we'll know what to keep our hands out of, so it's not spoiled.
I've got a thought. I don't
I'm
know how-
afraid I can't do that.
Also, I just look back and check. The dude who he got hanged, they lost his eye over, he hanged him because that guy might have stolen a sheep.
Well, he's the
And
sheep
so
dog.
Remont was like, he should be hanged. And then that guy's family were like, how dare you? And took his eye. So I feel like he might
You
be a
said
little bit
everyone
power
here was a
hungry.
murderer. That's not murder, that's theft.
Elanthea tying that raft up and wondering how many feet away from it is. Because if we get on that raft and out to sea, they can't attack us or out to water. It's going to have.
They
to
have
be-
arrows. Does
Yeah, I was
anyone
going to say
have
it's going to be ranged weapons only, which will help.
Yeah, you do.
And we can
But we-
just keep pedaling.
Them to cover our escape.
Mm. I don't know.
We're really
I
just gonna like bail. I can't wait.
I'm just thinking that looks like a lot of people on that battle camp.
Get rid of Remont,
Yeah.
probably the
You've
rest
got
of them.
8.
We've faced worse.
Can I make a perception check to see if they look like they're mercenaries or whether they are sort of true to the cause?
You can do, yes.
Okay. Which is really bad because my perception's dreadful. However, it's a single digit, but I've got no luck. Oh my god, it's a natural 1.
So, from your experience of mercenaries, you would say that these guys do look like they are being paid.
So in that theory, if we kill him, they won't give a damn.
So let's take the head off the snake. I'll get my big firework out.
Yeah, I think head off the snake.
all right.
But before we do that, I'm going to just suggest to them and say, and I suppose you're all getting paid by this man. Have you been paid already?
You might want to collect it now.
They did reveal that in the last.
Oh, did they?
They said that they were being paid by Chancellor Remont.
Oh, well, that was a bloody waste of time, wasn't it? But did
Well,
they
don't
say if
forget
they're
the
being...
one, though.
Wait to win that one.
But did what a waste of that one. Did they say if they've been paid already?
They didn't. No, they didn't say whether they've been paid already.
So can I ask them as an overall people's?
My brain.
You can do, yeah.
Do any of them speak up?
They do look to the one in front of Remont. You can see them visibly look at that lady.
Well, that's number 2 on our hit list. Okay.
And she says, that's none of your business.
So
Okay,
no.
but do you know do you know where he lives? Because you don't have to have him alive to collect if you know where he lives.
She says, at the moment, I'm employed by him, and I fancy our chances.
Lars,
But the low
Yes,
price is not
Ezra.
dying. Would you guys like,
whilst they're distracted with this talk, can I just sort of like twirl my mace and just go for a smack in the face of the Chancellor?
I will say yes, because you didn't have an action, and you could have done it. So, yeah, you can.
Awesome.
How far do you
I'm
move,
also
Ezra?
over there. Can I help?
You've
I
already had
move
your turn, though.
8
Awesome.
squares.
8 squares. Yeah, you could definitely get into combat.
Well, that
Okay.
crown looks a
In that
bit
case,
foggy.
All right, so
shut up.
you need to make a fighting check minus 2.
Now, is this minus on my roll? Or is this minus on my
Minus on the number that you
So what's your fighting?
need to get.
My fighting is 6.
Right, so you need to get 4 or less to hit.
Okay.
That's
Well, I got a
pretty harsh.
17.
So you do have a swing, but unfortunately you miss.
Ugh.
And
It's distracted enough that I can now sneak up using my stealth, which is much higher than my fighting.
well, Ilant'eya still has a
My
combat
firework.
turn if she'd like to.
Well, now it appears that way. I am going to attack. Am I able to?
We don't know where you are yet. Where would you like to be, Ilant'eya?
Oh, pretty much. Who's the green one in the by the tree stump? I assume it's a tree stump or is
Here,
it
no,
fire?
it's a campfire. That's Charles.
I will stand just behind the campfire.
Here?
Am I able to walk over the campfire before I make this decision?
Yeah, you could walk through it.
Okay, it's not going to block me or anything. Okay, and I will longbow it. In
Who are
that
you
case,
longbowing?
well, the Chancellor's number 1, and I
Okay,
just need to remember who number 2 is.
Shooting minus 2 then, please.
And as I do it, I'm going to be. So be it. If he's dead, you can't get paid.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to say. And if he is dead, we'll help you find his money. Is what I'm going to say.
Okay.
I got 16, which I'm pretty sure is going to be a miss. I am looking at shooter. Yeah, I needed an 8.
Okay,
Well,
so
actually, I needed a 6. So yeah.
the arrow whistles past him and then
He's a bit
embeds in the
fluky.
tree behind. Yeah, that was
Okay.
so far. Right, Hagan, would you like to take your turn now?
I really would. I would like to sneak up using my stealth,
Mm-hmm.
which is high, and pop the big firework, the blow the bloody doors off firework,
Yep.
into, I don't know, the Chancellor's pocket stroke, backpack stroke, whatever Chancellor's, I don't
The
know,
hood of his clothes.
the bloody red briefcase, I don't know.
How far do you move, Hagan?
I move a lot. I'm very good.
I
No.
move a lot.
How far do you move? A
For a
lot.
halfling, I move a lot for a halfling. I move at least 3 squares.
A lot. A lot. It's like double steps. 9.
9.
Ooh,
Okay.
blimey.
That's
Yes.
only one more than me, just saying.
See?
You
One
could get round the back, yeah, and do
And?
that.
Lovely.
So make a stealth check.
Please be lucky. Please be lucky. How am I stealthy? Yes, I am.
Okay.
Are you stealthy? Yes, you are.
Yes, I am.
So
8,
I'm going to say that you
9.
have managed to
Yes.
put that in his hood pocket,
Yep.
Have you lit it though? Or
in
did you
his
just,
pocket
like,
without him noticing.
leave it? It's like,
Okay.
Have a present.
With a short fuse.
Let's say there's a short fuse. Yeah. Okay.
can I use a reaction to jump backwards, seeing as I
Well, what
would've
we'll do is we'll
lit
say
it?
that this fuse is long enough that you have the next turn to get out of the way.
Sick.
Lovely,
Okay.
lovely.
All right. So I'm going to say that that's your action, Ali.
Excuse
You
me.
you do have a combat action if you'd like to take it, but you are in hand to hand with
Oh,
Chancellor Remont at the moment.
To all the
Or
other people she's
target
there.
a mercenary.
I have to say, my fighting is not high.
Well, you don't have to. You could just.
Have they noticed her?
They haven't at the moment. no.
Obviously not. I'm very stealthy.
So by stabbing him, you're going to make him realise that it might be better to, like...
I'm extremely
Just stand.
agile.
Might be
You
better to just piss off.
I'm going to use the next turn to like swing myself out the way on a tree before the bloody thing goes off. No, I don't want to draw any attention to myself at all.
Okay, which just leaves you, Charles. What would you like to do?
Or draw the attention away from the geezer's pocket.
If I successfully firebolt him,
Mhm.
would prematurely set off the firework?
Yes.
I'm going to say no,
I haven't moved
to
out the
wait before
way
you do
yet.
that.
because you would have to light the fuse. So
You dick.
I'll say no on this one.
I lit the fuse.
Oh, you've already lit the
Fuse
fuse.
lit.
Fuse is lit.
Yeah, we're
Right.
going through the round to
So
get
we'll
out the
say
way.
that you'd still have enough time to get out of there before it exploded. So if you want to firebolt him, you can.
I mean, I can move that from far away. I just want to
Reduce.
hit him with my long. Can I just go for the sort of in charge mercenary lady, my longbow?
Your longbow and firebolt trick, or firebolt
Yeah.
and longbow trick. Yeah. So make a shooting check -2.
That didn't work. Seven! I did it!
7.
Okay. So
Right.
Help me
you
up.
you have hit him, and he is wounded
Look at you, look a little hobbit monster. Look at you.
because it's a firebolt. And if you'd like to try the longbow, you can.
No, I'm aiming for the in charge mercenary lady.
Oh, instead of Chancellor Remont
Yeah.
with the firebolt.
The
yeah.
in-charge
Oh,
mercenary.
okay. So hang on. She has a dexterity of 2 as well. Yeah. So you've hit her. She's on fire. And you have another combat turn if you'd like to take it.
Yep. I would like to make her day even worse. If that's
Go for it.
This isn't
So
working.
shooting check -0.
Roll it down here. Roll it down here.
That's not a flat surface.
Yes, but it will stop it. Roll it in the hollow.
Roll it in the clover and do it again.
I got it.
6.
Soak
I
it in
did too.
tar, and then it won't be so slippery.
So you've hit. Have you hit?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, let's just see whether her
Proud
armor
of you.
stops it. So she's got +1 to her armor and a shield. So, how many points of damage? What was your shooting check? What did you need to get?
What? I needed to get a 7.
And you got a what?
6.
Okay, so her armor stops the damage from the arrow. And it is Thodrick's turn. So Thodrick is going to run up to this wounded woman. And he is going to... Let's see what we can do. How far is he moving? Okay, he moves 5, so he's going to try and get there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he can get there. And he'll get +1. So his fighting is +1. That's 5, so 6. And he gets a 8, so he misses. Reeve's going to run over Mr. Jeronim. Poor old fella. He moves 5 as well, so he's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can't get into combat, but he is going to fire his bow, and he needs to get 7 or less. And he gets a 19, so he misses.
Yeah.
Amariel Kakas is going to... What's she going to do? She's going to stay where she is, but she's going to launch a firebolt at this lady here, who's having a very bad day. So she needs to get a 8 or less, and she gets a 2. So she kills her. Well, knocks her out. So she's down. The leader's down.
Nice.
And what else has she got? Does she have a longbow? I think she does.
Mickey's got a blue bob.
Yeah, she has a longbow. So she is going to target the Chancellor and try and hit him. And she gets a 5. So she has... Does he have any... Oh no, it's -3. No, -2. So she causes 1 point of damage. But does he have any armor? Chancellor Remont. He has a chance of stopping it. So it's toughness -1. 4. So he's got to get 3 or less. And he fails. So he is wounded. He has an arrow sticking out of him from Amariel.
At this rate, I've wasted me firework.
Oh, I don't think you'll waste it. Monk Hammond. He is going to... What's he going to do? So I've got too many characters here. Monk Hammond. He is going to move up 5. So he's going to have to go 1, 2, 3. And he is going to target this guy here. He's got 3 hunting spears, but 5. No, he's in range, so he's going to lob a hunting spear. Shooting -2, so he's got to get 4 or less, and he misses that, so he's down to 2 hunting spears, and it is their go. So put a 2 next to him. So this Chancellor Remont, he is going to try.
Oh, I think I was normal.
And
Remont, Norman. See, Tom gets it.
I get it. I'm old enough to get it.
Okay, so he is going to. What's his knowledge? 11 minus 3, so he's got to get 8 or less.
It's like when you're old and people are making jokes about like Rishi Sunak.
Okay, so Chancellor Remont
Piri piri.
appears again. He's vanished.
What?
Yep,
He's taking the firework with him, though, right?
he has
That'll be
taken the
fun.
firework with him, which
Which means when it
Excellent.
goes off,
did light.
that'll be cool. That's brilliant. Because when it goes off, we might not see the explosion, but we'll see the sparks come out from beyond his power, I guess.
That would be excellent.
This guy here
Firework.
takes a swing at you, Mercer. What's your dex?
3.
3, so they've got to get 7, so he's got to get 4 or less. He misses. This one here is going to have a swing at you, Ezra. What's your dex, please? Is Ezra there? Ezra!
Forgot I muted myself because I was chewing candy. My dexterity is 2.
2, so he's got to get a 6, was it? No, he's got to get
You can
5
also
or
mute
less. And
You can
he
always mute yourself on the screen as well. If you
massively
see.
fails. This guy here is going to
That way you
move
don't
towards
realise otherwise.
Reeve.
You get a little symbol.
No, he's going to go to Thodrick, and he'll take a swing at Thodrick. Thodrick's... What's his? Thodrick is... Dexterity 3, so he's got to get 4 or less. Fails. This one is going to come into contact with you. Mercy, you had 3, didn't you? So they'll get 8, so they've got to get 5 or less. Misses. This one's going to head towards you, Ezra.
Ah!
And they will get 8, so they've got to get 6 or less. No, fails. And this one's going to head towards Monk Hammond. Just about makes it. Monk Hammond's dex is what? Look. He's got 2, so he's got to get 5 or less. And he fails as well. So, it is your turn again, Mercer. What would you
Yeah.
like to do?
Who is the closest person that I can hit that is not on my own team?
Not on your own team. These two here are in hand to hand with you at the moment, so either of these two.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Is either of those two injured, or am I just doomed?
No, neither are injured.
I'll just pick the one this side.
This one.
Yes.
Okay. So fighting check -2, please.
Plus, I got 4 and I needed 6.
So you've done 2 points of damage, but
Or have I?
they're wearing armor and a shield, so it hit them. There's a big clang as you hit your axe against the shield.
That's because he's 10.
And that then means it is...
You know how long it used to?
But it's like, it's like,
They've been growing out for a while.
all of a sudden.
I'll pull you in the break.
So, Ezra, it's your
So
go.
funny.
What would you like to do?
Okay, well, I am gonna go ahead and smack someone. The nearest person.
I must say, Ezra's had a bit of a personality transplant from love and peace and all that stuff too. Just like smack you in the face with stuff.
Gave them a
Well,
chance.
you've got a dude in a
He
cloak
did. He tried to talk peace.
or a dude in armor. Up to you, either or there's
Oh,
even
sorry,
somebody
what was that,
behind
Lars?
you. There's a dude in armor or a dude in a cloak, or there's a girl next to Trodrick in a cloak as well.
I'll go for the guy in the cloak.
The dude in the cloak. Okay, so fighting check -2, please.
Oh yeah, I got a 2.
You're a 2.
And I
What's your
needed a 4.
fighting? And you needed a 4. So again, 2 points of damage, but unfortunately the armor and the. Ilant'eya's go. What would you like to do, Ilant'eya?
Right, so I will. I'll do everything I can to attack the Chancellor. Where's the Chancellor on our little map?
Well, sadly, you have no idea because he's invisible and has vanished.
Okay. Right. In that case, I will. Have we had any hits on the lead mercenary, the lady?
The lead mercenary is unconscious with an arrow sticking out of her chest.
Okay. I'm going to say before I do anything, if let's think about this. If you throw down your weapons when we kill the Chancellor, we will help you find the gold that he's promised you in his residence.
Okay.
And then
As a residence.
He's got to live somewhere.
And then I am going to, because I'm kind of waiting. Actually, and I'm going to be brutal. I am going to be brutal. I am basically going to, just for effect, I am going to firebolt the unconscious woman.
Okay.
I'm basically trying to break their morale and make them basically, rout. So that they
Like,
go.
for the low price of you
What I will
guys not
say
dying,
is if you
like
do
to work for
firebolt
us?
this woman, you will kill her.
Okay.
That's the point.
Okay, so it'll be a shooting check -0.
Well, let's put it this way. Basically, to them, it looks like I've warmed up her body while she's unconscious because I just rolled a 19. So I'm like fired to the left.
Yep, so your
Hopefully they read that as a threat.
firebolt
Yeah,
hits
exactly.
the ground right next to her head, though.
And I'm going to pretend that was done on purpose. That was the threat. Was like I could kill this woman with my powerful firebolt, with my amazing accuracy.
Okay. You do have a combat turn.
Can I ready my combat? Like basically get it ready for when the firework goes off, so that I've got my arrow loaded up, I'm pulled, and I'm waiting to see the sparks, and then I can launch.
Yeah, I will say you can do that. Absolutely.
Okay. Cool.
So you have an arrow notched, ready to go.
Yeah, that's right.
Hagan, it's your go.
Oh, goody! I've had my go though. I've done my.
You started a new round.
That was in the previous turn, so you do have another action now. If you'd
To be
like
fair,
take-
you know that was my
need to get
big
away.
gun.
You need to get away.
Can I like stab someone in the back of the knee and then run?
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
Excellent.
can you? Yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah, go for it. There's
That's
a
always
couple of
fun.
people here. You get a +2 on. If you
Lovely. And I'm a bit shooting, so I could do with a +2 to be honest.
Oh, you're going to shoot, are you? So you're going to run and then
No,
shoot?
fight.
What you've done it-
I have nothing to shoot with. I need to be 50
You
feet
have
away
no
to use my sling.
No, that's the range.
Oh, excuse
Oh,
me.
you can be closer. Yeah, that's just
Yeah, but
as
like-
far as it'll go.
2 feet.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, you could move away a little bit and then launch them, or
And
you
then can
can
I make
stab
away
and
a bit?
run. It's up to you.
Stab and run.
Stab him and run.
Okay, so stab and run, you'll get +2, which will kind of negate their dexterity. So you just need to make a fighting check.
Okie dokies.
What's your fighting?
I'm on it now. And I almost, but not quite made it.
Oh, okay. Where would you like to run to?
Away from wherever Norman is about to reappear.
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
I'm going to be really turns up and blows me up as well.
Comes and gives you a hug.
Oh, so hard.
Well,
You're
because of your
so
stealth, he doesn't actually know that he has a firework in his pocket. But that's not to say that he will be following you and trying to stab you.
Okay, just move me as far away from where Norman was.
And you move 9, right?
Yeah.
Well, where do you want to go? You've got options. You could go.
Behind a tree. Find me a tree.
Well, you're stood under a tree at the moment.
Okay, get me behind the tree next to the tree I'm stood under.
It's not that far away.
Oh, the next tree along there.
Okay, I'll put you here.
A few trees, please, in between me and the potential large explosion.
Would you like me to put you on your way to the beach?
Oh, that would be lovely. Is it a long way away and is there a tree between us?
Well, there's several trees, but they're the only trees there, and you're kind of currently stood under them. You move 9, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can put you here if you want.
Am I in the water?
Just on the edge, yeah.
That could be a good place to be.
If there's an explosion, absolutely.
It's a big
Okay.
firework.
Charles, it's your go. What would you like to do?
I would like to get out of the way of the explosion.
The problem being that you don't know where the explosion is going to turn up.
Mm-hmm. Get in the water. Get in the water.
I wanna, yeah, and I wanna sort of stand in front of the raft because I don't want that to set fire.
Well,
Actually, more worried about
how
the
far
raft.
do you move?
6.
So I could put you here. Do you want to do anything in terms of firebolts or shooting?
No, I'm happy to just watch this play out. To be honest.
You're going to ready your... Okay. All right. So Amarillo is going to try and firebolt this person here next to Reeve. So she needs to make a shooting check -2. What's Amarillo shooting?
Amarillo rocks because she's an elf and she's sexy just like me.
Thanks for that.
That's what Ilant'eya's singing in her head.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, it's like the gates of Mordor.
I've heard rude stuff called that many things, but not the Gates of Mordor. Although I shall from now on name,
So
I shall
her,
name lady parts the Gates of Mordor from now on.
firebolt this.
You don't want to know what the Eye of Sauron is, honestly.
So she misses on both counts. Monk Hammond's going to have a go at this person who he's now in hand to hand with. And just make a fighting check -2. So that's a 5 or less. Oh, he gets a hit, but the armor stops. Throdrick is going to have a go at this person. He'll get +1 to his fighting because he's a dude and because he's got support. So that will be 5, 6. He's got to get 4 or less. Oh, he gets 2 points of damage, but the armor stops and the shield stops. Reeve's going to have a go at this person. He'll get +2 to his fighting. So Reeve gets 9. Oh, he's got good fighting. 9, 10. So he's got to get 10 or less. Gets 19 with the first and 14 with the second. So unfortunately, he misses with both. And it's their go. So what happens is there is a large explosion
Awesome.
which happens. Where was he before? He was here before. He moves. Chancellor Remont removes. He moves 4. So there's a big explosion here,
Where?
where my finger is,
Okay.
and a body slumps to the floor. The body of Chancellor Remont.
Woo!
And as that happens, Mercer,
Yeah.
an eye patch flutters down from the darkness and lands on your head.
I would like to put it in my pocket.
Put it on. Put it
Mine
on.
now.
Why is it a
I need
magical eye
all my
patch?
vision.
It's not magical, it's just cool.
Okay, can I just say that I've actually released my arrow and it's gone directly for him? It would have been a hit.
Yeah, you can. Where would
Whether
you
it hits him or whoever's in the way, it was just a reaction. So I've just twanged it, but I got a 3, so I got a perfect line. So whoever's in perfect line with it is getting an arrow.
Well, it's up to you, because there are still a number of mercenaries that you could target if that was a 3.
Well, I wasn't necessarily targeting them, but if there's someone, if you put like a straight line between my bow and his body, it's like I was so on edge and ready to fire that I have fired it. As soon as I hear the bang, I have fired it.
This person
So-
gets an arrow then,
Okay.
and they are wounded.
Okay. Excellent.
With that, you notice that they are all looking pretty nervous, kind of like they don't really want to fight.
Drop your weapons,
At which
and we
point
will spare you.
they do. They do put their hands up and drop their weapons and say, "All right, yeah, okay. Can we leave this?"
Well, do you know where he lived? I am so after that money.
Yeah, he was this person here, next to Reeve. Says, "Yeah, we know where he lives."
Well, perhaps we can all go and benefit from this.
We could
Well,
just.
we do
overnight
have boats,
leave.
so we can get back to shore.
Sick.
We leave the rest on Murder Island.
No, let's use them so we can go and get the money out of him and basically strip his place rotten and take all the gold and all the good. Take that silver photo frame, rip out the picture of his family because we don't care because we're heartless, and then sell it.
Yeah.
I might have been watching a bit of Sons of Anarchy recently.
We have to share all of the money.
We can't take
No,
all-
we don't.
So we take
We
one and we abandon the rest and all the murderers on Murder
We
Island.
haven't built the bloody Kontiki. It's not that big a raft.
Yeah, it's going to be the
But
party and one extra person.
No, but they've got their boats. They just said they've got boats to take us back. So rather than risk our dodgy raft, we can actually all
We
get
can
in the
put all the
boats.
Murder Island people on the dodgy raft, but we get the boats with the.
We'll have the boats. We'll have the good boats. They can have my raft.
All right, okay, let's take one then. How about that?
Take one what? One boat?
No, take one mercenary to go to his place, to rob his place, to get all the gold and make ourselves
Well,
lots of
I'm
They
sure they
have
also
boats, so
want
surely the
to
rest of
roll.
them will get off the island anyway. So we might as well all get off the island and then take one and go to that guy's place.
Okay. Well, should we?
Them to
that's focus then.
starvation.
No.
Because well, yeah, but if we say one of you can come, the rest we're going to leave to die, they'll probably go. Do you know what? Let's all fight you rather than be left here to die. Do you know what I mean?
Let's get everyone off the island
Yeah, that's
and then go to that guy's house with one.
They can all go in. They can all go on our raft. Which, to be honest, even though my craft is exceptional, if there's like a ready-built boat, I'll take that every time.
Yeah.
So we'll go in their boats. One of us has the geezer, who knows.
Okay, so let's say to that guy that said he knew where it was. Let's say, right, you are coming
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah.
And
Their boats will hold 6.
okay, and meanwhile, the rest of you can get out of here. But before we do that, I think we should search the head bandit or ask who she is and stuff, because she's bound to have more power, gold, and all the good things than anyone else. So
Off we go. Go
Well,
on then.
she's currently unconscious.
let's search her and ask. Do you know her? Were you all separate bandits, or are you an actual band of bandits.
So this one pipes up and says, she's our boss.
Oh.
Okay.
Is she a good boss?
Can we search her while we're
Not
talking?
really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
you can
better.
do. She has on her the following. She has 18 ducats.
Go stick those in the pack here. Is everyone cool with stick it in the group?
A bedroll, 30 foot of rope, a flint and steel, a knife, a flask of oil, cuddly
Oh,
toy,
I need a flask of oil.
a lantern.
Oh, God,
She doesn't really
And
have
a
cuddly
lantern.
toy. A sack, 3 seashells, a
Oh,
water
someone should
flask,
take the seashells for egg.
a pick, a tent,
Yeah.
a potion of healing,
Well, let's share that. Let's somebody take that, and or whoever needs it. Sort of
a
thing.
sword, 3 hunting spears, light armor, if anybody wants to take that offer, and a shield.
Can I take
I
her
already-
sword?
Light armor, yeah.
You can take the sword, indeed.
I've already got light armor.
And I was going to ask a question. No scrolls or anything.
No scrolls, no. She's scrollless.
What would you say if you wanted to check if the sword was magic?
You would need to do a perception check, I think, for you.
Oh, so it's
Someone-
ma-
you
so
know
it's
what,
ma-
Someone
for
with
you, it would be a
perception do a
knowledge check.
perception check.
Let's check. That's a bit better.
Have you got perception?
Bang on, 10.
It's a sword, but it's not magical.
Okay.
Boring.
Anyone want this sword? I'm always tempted just for theatrical effect to throw it on my shoulder. It's like, but no, I'll hold on to it unless anyone else would like it.
Is anything else magical?
No, I should have checked. No, there was.
I'll say with your check that you check everything, and no, nothing magical.
Well, she sucks, didn't she? No wonder she got knocked out so easily. Are we gonna take her or just leave her here on the island? Maybe we should leave her here on the. That's cruel. We're turning evil.
This is all you, mate.
I was gonna say,
We
this
was
is
the
just your
worst.
idea.
It's having a bad day.
Yeah, I thought we should I think we should leave the murderers on Murder Island.
I'm willing to give them a second chance. I think they should come with us. We won't split any of the money, we'll just get them off the island. And then they can just go about their lives. Because in case you've forgotten, on our way here, we killed a band of orcs. And we also killed some guys in the town. And there's that troll.
Yeah, all those goblins. that
All
we
those
hunted.
goblins.
Oh,
We've killed way more people than all of the murderers put together.
Except for that one guy who killed the 20 people.
That would be me.
I was gonna say that was one of our friends, I think.
But it was more like 10.
So, are we taking her with us? Are we putting her
lot
in
of
the
them.
boat?
Let's put her with the murderers on the raft.
I don't know. I feel like we've already robbed her. We may as well just kill her.
We're not.
We can't do that. That's just wrong.
Call me the voice of reason. Can we not just like slit all of their throats and leave them there so they can't then re-pop up at another date and give
Well,
us a grief again?
When we say murderers, bear in mind everyone on this island has murdered somebody. Who are we talking about?
We meant the original people who were brought here because they murdered people.
Everyone except for us.
Oh.
And
If
one.
we try all
one
the mercs though, we won't get all the gold.
I think we should maybe persuade them how grateful they should be for us helping them.
You do
And
know
then what?
mercenaries, right?
Hey?
You do know that they're mercenaries.
No, I thought we were talking about the original, the
Oh.
remaining,
Yeah.
because they really should show. They might naturally show some gratitude. I think we may be getting maybe I'm getting a bit money grabbing on that point.
They might give us money.
Yeah, maybe we should leave them to actually say it.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being money grabbing. Don't
We could-
repent now.
We could leave all the murderers and say, we're giving you time to think about your crimes.
Okay.
And we'll be back for you in a few
You're a
days.
very naughty boy. Think about what you've done.
Oh,
So,
listen,
They're all coming back in a few days, but
Should-
like, whether we ever actually return, it doesn't matter. Surely they'll starve to death anyway because there's no
We're not
food on
coming
the
back.
island.
should we not just be really nice and just get everyone back to the thing?
That's what I was
Excuse me.
saying.
bless you.
All right.
We should put the lead mercenary lady and all of the murderers onto the raft so that they can get back, and we take the nice boat. The other
Well,
mercenaries.
you could get Throdrick and Reeve, Amaryl, Monk Hammond, the lead mercenary lady, and one other mercenary on the raft.
With
There
us
is-
or without us?
There is another wounded.
Without.
That's without you guys. That would be just them on a raft. But Throdrick is quite happy to say, I'll look after her. And
Okay.
the others, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got another 6 mercenaries that could fill a boat. They have 2 boats. And
And then
yourselves.
there's, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
And there's
5.
five
So
of us.
the 6 of us.
And there
Plus-
are several bodies lying around. But
There's 5 of us.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah. Last isn't there, is he? Okay, so
No.
there's 5. I'm only on my 3rd beer. So
I am
So
the
there's
voice
5
in your head.
5. What? Another one. 5 of us plus that mercenary who said he knew where the person was. That would be 1 boat, and the rest can sort themselves
Fit
out
in
with it.
another boat, and
Yeah.
everybody else is on the raft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. All good.
Yeah.
All cool.
So much maths.
Let's do that.
So you're leaving a knocked out Chancellor Remont?
Oh, good point. We should take Chancellor
Yes.
one. But we need, if he goes invisible, we need to gag him so he can't like
I want
chant.
to know what. Yeah, I want to know what the rest of his plans were.
Oh, I was just gonna kill him.
He seems like evil in the making, so I think we might just need to dispatch of him.
Yeah, but I
Like
want to know what
Mercer
his
said.
plans were. I'm curious.
People
I
might
want-
wonder where he's gone. If
I
he's a
does
chancellor,
have to know.
I does this have to know.
I does
it's
have to
true.
know.
That is
Does
true.
Bruno Mars is gay? I does this have to know.
We could. Well, it just
I'm
seems
gonna come out.
wrong.
We should tie him up, torture him for information, and then kill him.
Okay,
Alright,
so you can time up.
Sick.
Awesome.
oh, wait for him to wake up now.
And we need to gag him. Can we gag him? Because otherwise he could chant a spell and disappear, or turn into smoke, or all sorts of stuff.
I think you could definitely tear a strip off his.
We can't get information if we
But
get
then we
Like-
can't. We need him to talk to tell us his evil.
Yeah, but we can remove it when he's ready to talk, rather than him coming around when we're looking the other way or whatever, saying abracadabra and then turning into it like a bat.
Okay, can we? I don't know. What do they do in the Invisible Man to make the Invisible Man visible? They throw like paint on him, don't they?
Pick anything, stick to him. Flour,
I think you could definitely.
paint.
Wait,
search
so
him- search
he
him
can go
while he's
invisible,
unconscious.
right? But like he just stays where he is, but invisible.
No, he can move. He can.
He
move.
can move.
He can
Yeah, but I
move.
mean, like he can walk around, right? He can't like.
Well, the evidence.
Because if he's
shows
tied
that
down and he goes invisible, surely
he-
he's still
He
tied
has attacked
down.
people while he's been invisible.
I know, but
Yes,
if we tie him to a chair and he's invisible, is he not still tied to a chair?
Yeah, but the chair might go invisible too.
Ah, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
If you put him on a long rope,
You could all make a knowledge check and see whether you know whether that would be the case.
sounds like a plan. If I
I'm
can
useless.
find one. Well, not as useless as Ilant'eya because she can't find her dice.
Charles knows everything. Charles passed.
So Charles
Good,
knows
good
that
that
if
I
you
didn't.
did tie him to something, even if he was invisible, he would be tied to that thing.
Awesome.
Did the thing go invisible?